Welcome to the 27th Annual United We Walk program. We would like to now introduce West Bloomfield School District Superintendent Dr. Gerald Hill, who will share some welcoming remarks.
Hi, my name is Jerry Hill, and I'm the superintendent in the West Bloomfield School District. Welcome to the 27th anniversary of Greater West Bloomfield's United We Walk Martin Luther King ceremony. I'm greatly pleased that you joined virtually with us today to celebrate and honor the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King. The theme of this year's celebration is Everyone Can Be Great Because Anyone Can Serve. The mission of United We Walk is to celebrate annually the birthday of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. by embracing the continuing influence and impact of Dr. King's dream of creating a beloved community that values diversity, promotes unity, and underscores the worth of every person. During today's tumultuous times, more than ever, it is important for us to gather as a community, to reflect, to unify, and to celebrate together. Today gives us the opportunity to highlight Greater West Bloomfield's rich diversity, equitable practices, and inclusive mindset, as well as our dedication to serving others. It's great to be part of a community dedicated to living by Dr. King's ideals. We are confident that we can meet today's challenges in a way that moves our community closer to Dr. King's dream of creating a beloved community. I would like to thank all of the people who planned and are participating in today's community event. They are truly representative of the ideals of service and compassion espoused by Dr. King. It gives me great pleasure to introduce today's Mistress of Ceremonies, Ms. Jennifer Graham, a valued West Bloomfield educator and the adult co-chair of the United We Walk MLK 365 Committee. Jennifer's passion and leadership made today possible. She, along with our student co-chairs, whom she will introduce, will MC today's program. They exemplify Dr. King's teaching that everyone can be great because anyone can serve. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love. Ms. Graham?
Thank you, Dr. Hill. Welcome, everyone. My name is Jennifer Graham. I am the chairperson of the United We Walk Committee. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Our United We Walk Committee is very excited to celebrate the 27th annual celebration with you as we focus on serving others, just as Dr. King taught. Our 2021 theme is Everyone Can Be Great Because Anyone Can Serve. It's very appropriate for the current climate throughout the world. Dr. King wants us to serve others, which shows that we love others unconditionally. Today, we have the opportunity to show more love towards others by helping one another, even while we are apart. This year, our United We Walk Committee has selected to support the Blessings in a Backpack organization. This organization serves others by providing meals for disadvantaged students over the weekend and remove barriers to academic success. Currently, this program feeds 10,800 students for the 40 weeks of school, which equates to 64,800 meals for the 40 weeks that they are in school. Wow. It takes $110 a month to feed one child. What an amazing organization. It is my honor to introduce the chairperson of the Blessings in a Backpack West Bloomfield Keego Harbor chapter, Mrs. Kathy Chico. Welcome, Mrs. Chico.
Good afternoon. My name is Kathy Chico, and I'm the chairperson for Blessings in a Backpack in West Bloomfield. I want to thank the United We Walk of volunteers and committee for selecting Blessings in a Backpack for their charity this year. Blessings in a Backpack started in West Bloomfield about 10 years ago. We found out about the program and decided that it was something that we could use in our school district. This program packs 6 non-perishable meals to go home every weekend on Friday with boys and girls who are food insecure. The program was started in 2005 by a classroom teacher who realized that her food insecure students were coming to school Monday through Friday, getting free lunch and free breakfast, and were going home on the weekends and didn't have food. How did she determine that? Because those same students came to school on Monday morning tired, disgruntled, unhappy. So she partnered with a local food store, proceeded to raise funds, and started the first Blessings in a Backpack program. We partner with Meijer. They give us a wonderful discount on our foods. We have a fundraiser once a year, a trivia night, where we raise funds with patrons coming to the trivia night and sponsorships. And we pack the food with volunteers. They come to us every Wednesday. We pack the food and send it home on Fridays face-to-face with the students that are in school. This past few weeks, when we've not been in school face-to-face, we've passed out our bags of food at Roosevelt and at West Bloomfield High School, again, trying to meet the needs of our students who are food insecure. We are grateful to all of our support that we have received from our school district and look forward to working together again and in the future to help the students of West Bloomfield Schools.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Chico. Our 2021 United We Walk theme is a quote from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Everyone can be great because anyone can serve. You can help serve others today by supporting the Blessings in a Backpack organization. Your donation to this amazing organization will allow it to continue the work of providing meals for disadvantaged students in efforts to eliminate hunger on weekends and to remove barriers to academic success. Please submit your donation by visiting www.blessingsinabagpack.mi.org/West-Bloomfield/. The information is also scrolling on the bottom of your screen. Now, we would like to recognize our 2021 United We Walk student co-chairs who will be moderating this special event today. They are Ms. Faith Johnson, a senior at West Bloomfield High School, Ms. Kamala Malabuta, who is a junior at West Bloomfield High School, Ms. Navya Pangal, a senior at West Bloomfield High School, Ms. Hannah Rashti, who is a junior at West Bloomfield High School, and Natalie Selector, who is a sophomore at West Bloomfield High School.
Thank you, Mrs. Graham. Good afternoon, everyone. At this time, we would like to thank all donors who have contributed and who plan to contribute to Blessings in a Backpack of West Bloomfield/Kego Harbor. Secondly, we'd like to acknowledge our sponsors, community partners, and United We Walk committee members. Lastly, we are most appreciative of all of today's 2021 virtual United We Walk program participants. Greetings to all viewers who are joining us from the comfort of their homes this afternoon. 2021 United We Walk sponsors: Civic Center TV, West Bloomfield School District, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity, Iota Rho Lambda Chapter, Oakland County, Robert P. Sale of P. Sale Consulting, United We Walk website administrator, IT coordinator, West Bloomfield Township Public Library. United We Walk community partners: Pine Hill Congregational Church, Rotary Club of West Bloomfield, West Bloomfield Interact Club, West Bloomfield Clergy Association and Community Forum, West Bloomfield Parks and Recreations Commission, West Bloomfield Police Department, West Bloomfield Police Foundation, West Bloomfield Township, and West Bloomfield Township Public Library. Acknowledgement of United We Walk committee members: Jill Bickford, Kenneth Dobson, Daniel Durkin, Russell Estelle, David Fleischer, Jamie Glens, Adult Chair Jennifer Graham, Flory Grant, Dr. Gerald Hill, Sonia James, Student Co-Chair Faith Johnson, Harrison Keikos, Tyler Kieft, Deb Macon, Student Co-Chair Kamala Mulabota, Barbara Moretsky, Julian O'Brien, Student Co-Chair Navia Pengel, Police Chief Mike Patton, Student Co-Chair Hannah Rashty, Debbie Robbins, Dave Scott, Student Co-Chair Natalie Selector, Fundraising Chair Jonathan Warshay, and Hertha Woodruff.
Thanks, Kamala. If you've participated in United We Walk events of the past, you know that every year we join together for a peaceful march down Orchard Lake Road as a part of the event. Due to this year's pandemic and to stay safe, we've improvised an alternative walk experience for the community in support of United We Walk 2021. Instead of the usual route down Orchard Lake Road, participants are encouraged to social distance and wear face masks as they walk down their neighborhoods, parks, and other outdoor areas, either individually or with a friend. As you walk, take a picture and post that picture on social media using the hashtag UWW2021 in support of United We Walk 2021.
Thanks, Faith. Our United We Walk committee conducts a button contest each year that allows students in all grade levels to submit a design based on our United We Walk theme. The winning student's design is used as the inspiration for our button each year. We continue that tradition today by honoring the 2021 United We Walk Button Contest winner. The button will be available for distribution at next year's event. I would like to introduce Navia, who will reveal this year's button contest winner. Hello, Navia.
Thank you, Mrs. Graham. The United We Walk Committee conducted a button contest, allowing all students in the West Bloomfield School District to design a button that would be the inspiration for the United We Walk's 2021 theme, Everyone Can Be Great Because Anyone Can Serve. This year's winning commemorative button design was inspired by Neil Duth, a 4th grade student from Chico Elementary. Neil, congratulations and thank you for your creative design. Thank you to all of the students who participated in the United We Walk 2021 button contest.
Hi, my name is Neil Duth, and thank you for choosing me. I hope my drawing will inspire other people. And thank you for choosing me once again. My button drawing means everyone can work together and serve people on our earth with their kindness and love.
Now I'd like to introduce Jackson Booz, who will share a poem about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Please welcome Jackson Booz.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a man of great strength. He preached about love in a peaceful way. He helped bring about change through speeches and marches. Thousands came to listen to the words he had to say. Through nonviolent acts and the love of mankind, he showed the world how to keep injustice away. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., you left the world too soon, but your teaching will always stay, and we will be thankful for the path you showed us to a better way.
Great job, Jackson. The West Bloomfield School District's Board of Education adopted an anti-racism resolution last summer, which focused on several very important principles to promote unity, equity, diversity, and to build positive relationships within our school district. Throughout today's event, you will hear the 11 principles that were included in the resolution. Number 1, the board charges the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee to create opportunities to openly talk, challenge, and confront racism and inequities. Number 2, the board charges the superintendent and the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee to create a district equity statement for board adoption in order to eliminate the effects of racism and inequities on our marginalized students and staff.
Thank you, Natalie. We will now have a special performance by Brooke Taylor, a West Bloomfield High School 2019 graduate. Please welcome Brooke Taylor.
Hi everyone, my name is Dan Durkin, and on behalf of the United We Walk Committee and the West Bloomfield School District, we'd like to thank you for tuning in and taking part in our celebration this afternoon. This year, our United We Walk charitable partner is Blessings in a Backpack, West Bloomfield, Keego Harbor. We urge you to support this dedicated group of volunteers by making a donation today. Anything you can give would be greatly appreciated as we support the tremendous work Blessings does throughout our community. To donate, visit www.blessingsinAbackpackmi.org/donate and select West Bloomfield, Keego Harbor from the drop-down menu. More information is also available on the United We Walk website at www.unitedwewalk.org. Thank you for your consideration, and please enjoy the rest of the program.
Thank you, Mr. Durkin, for that important information. We will now have the West Bloomfield Middle School and Lakers Online Middle School combined choirs perform under the direction of Mr. John Dyerline. Please welcome the West Bloomfield Middle School and Lakers Online Middle School combined choirs.
Listen to the sound of my voice. Can you feel the beat of my heart? Listen to the questions I have. Listen to me. It's all very simple to see what we need. Give us hope, my voice is calling. Can you see? Look in my eyes. Can you feel? My hand is reaching. Give us hope and we'll show you the way. Listen to the sound of my voice calling. Can you feel the beat of my heart pounding? Listen to the questions I have. Listen to me. We are the future. Help us believe. Give us hope. My voice is calling. Can you see? Look in my eyes. Can you feel? My hand is reaching. Give us hope and we'll show you the way. Take my hand now, look in my eyes. Tell me what you see. Give us hope. My voice is calling. Can you see? Look in my eyes. Can you feel? My hand is reaching. Give us hope and we'll show you the way. Give us hope. My voice is calling. Can you see? Look in my eyes. Can you feel? My hand is reaching. Give us hope and we'll show you the way. Show you the way. My voice is calling. Show you the way. My voice is calling. Show you the way.
Wow! We'd like to thank Mr. Dyerline, the West Bloomfield Middle School and Lakers Online Middle School choirs for that outstanding performance. Next, it is my honor and pleasure to introduce the Governor of Michigan, Mrs. Gretchen Whitmer, to celebrate and commemorate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Hi everyone, this is Governor Gretchen Whitmer. I'm pleased to join you in celebration of MLK Day. Today we honor a true civil rights icon, recognize those who have worked hard to carry on his legacy, and reaffirm our commitment to creating a more equal and just Michigan. This year has been an incredibly challenging year for all of us. From a global pandemic to a 500-year flood to righteous marches demanding equality for people of all backgrounds. But despite every difficulty, Michiganders did their part. We worked together to protect ourselves, our loved ones, and our neighbors from COVID-19. And together we marched against racial injustices and inequities that still exist in the state today. Early on in the pandemic, COVID-19 shined a light on the challenges communities of color face every single day. So my administration got to work. I established the Michigan Coronavirus Task Force on Racial Disparities, which is chaired by the state's first Black Lieutenant Governor, Garland Gilchrist. My administration is committed to taking real, bold, and timely action. And as a result, we've successfully reduced the spread of COVID-19 in communities of color, saving countless lives. As Dr. King said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. While COVID-19 has shined a bright light on the injustices communities of color face every day, these are injustices and inequities that have been present far too long. Dr. King dedicated his life to ending these injustices, and his dedication continues to be felt. We must continue to fight. It's never been more important that we all stand together to take action against these injustices. And that's why I declared racism as a public health crisis and directed the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services to work with other state departments to examine data, develop and plan policies, and engage, communicate, and advocate for communities of color. Since my first day in office, I've actively taken steps to replace injustice with justice, and my administration is dedicated to that cause. We recognize that change must come at every level of government and society. So I signed an executive directive that required all state employees to take implicit bias training to understand the unconscious preferences we experience without intentional control and how it can impact others. If we're going to design a new system that works for everybody, we need to ensure that everybody has a seat at the table. And that's why this past year, I created the Black Leadership Advisory Council and signed an executive directive that directs Lara to develop rules that will require implicit bias training for the licenses and registrations of health professionals in Michigan. When Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. spoke in Michigan those 58 years ago, he outlined what we can do here in Michigan to help eliminate hate and injustice across the country. Today, I urge each of us to remember and heed his call to action for Michiganders across the state to begin tearing down barriers in order to build up communities. We must acknowledge the real hard work necessary to keep his vision alive. We must continue to work together and hold up his legacy. Thank you, and stay safe, everyone.
Thank you for those encouraging words. We will now experience the amazing artwork of Lizzie White, a 10th grader at West Bloomfield High School.
Hello, my name is Lizzie White. I'm a sophomore at West Bloomfield High School at the moment, and I was given the lucky opportunity to be able to showcase some of my work with you guys. And I made a drawing specifically for this event. It's a portrait of Martin Luther King Jr., but I was gonna do a typical one, you know, like his skin tone, all that. I decided, no, that would be boring, and why would they invite me just to do that? So I changed the color scheme around. It's a very popular thing going on called thermal painting, so I did that, but instead of using the typical RGB colors, I did pink, yellow, and purple. I think it contrasted really well and turned out really nice, actually. I think I did pretty well on this one. I chose those colors not only because of thermal, but because what they represent. You know, all those colors represent some type of love, represent harmony and unity, and that's what we need right now. And especially with the things Martin Luther King Jr. has done, I think they represent him really well. So I hope you guys enjoy this piece. It was, again, thank you again for inviting me to be able to do this and giving me the opportunity. I had a really fun time. And yeah, thank you.
Awesome, Faith. Thank you, Lizzie, for sharing your incredible artwork. It's beautiful. As we continue to focus on the school board's anti-racism resolution, Here are the next two principles. The board charges the superintendent and the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee to identify policies updates and/or recommend additional policies to end inequity and injustices within our school district. The board charges the superintendent, the teaching and learning team, curriculum counseling, and building teams to explore integrating additional content and resources that are racially and culturally relevant into curriculum classrooms and within our school buildings.
Thanks, Hannah. At this time, I would like to introduce Mrs. Jill Bickford, Coordinator of Youth Services for the West Bloomfield Township Public Library and United We Walk Committee member. Please welcome Ms. Jill Bickford.
Hi, thank you for joining us on our United We Walk virtual event this year. I'm Jill Bickford from the West Bloomfield Library, and as always, the library is so honored to be able to participate in this event and to help make the community a stronger, more united place to live. I wanted to let you know about some of the programs the library has going on tomorrow on Martin Luther King holiday. At 10 a.m., we have a story time with Miss Rosie. Miss Rosie will be giving us an interactive storytelling program for all ages, focusing on folk tales from Africa and the importance and the lessons that they provide. It's a fun, entertaining program for the whole library, for the whole community. It'll be tomorrow at 10 a.m. via Zoom. At 2 p.m., we have a very exciting program on the history of hip hop. This program will be an interactive dance and instructional program where you can participate and learn some hip hop moves. And it's really going to tell the story of how hip hop, a very unique art form, was developed by inner city youth using creativity and collaboration to create this whole new art form. At 7 p.m., we have a book discussion for adults. The book that will be discussed is The Sword and the Shield. Leading this book discussion will be none other than Deb Macon, a member of the United We Walk Committee and longtime West Bloomfield resident, and she'll be leading a discussion on this book that focuses on the intersection of the lives of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr. 7 p.m. All the information on these programs is available on the library website. It'll tell you how to join those programs, and we hope you will join us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Bickford. I would like to introduce Adi Mizrahi, a senior attending West Bloomfield High School, who will perform a musical selection entitled Blackbird. Enjoy!
My name is Adi Mizrahi, and I am a senior at West Bloomfield High School. I will be performing Blackbird by the Beatles. This song was written in 1968 by Paul McCartney, who wrote this song as a metaphor of the struggle for civil rights. In an interview, Paul McCartney reflected back on this song and explained, "I had in mind a black woman rather than a bird. Those were the days of the civil rights movement, which all of us cared passionately about. So this was really a song from me to a black woman, experiencing these problems in the States. Let me encourage you to keep trying, to keep your faith. There is hope."
Adid for that amazing performance. Our 2021 United We Walk theme is Everyone Can Be Great because Anyone Can Serve. You can help serve others today by supporting the Blessing in the Backpack organization. Your donation to this awesome organization will allow it to continue to work by providing meals for students in efforts to eliminate hunger on weekend and to remove barriers to academic success. Please submit your donation by visiting www.blessingsinabbackpack.org/West-Bloomfield/, which is available at the bottom of your screen. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you, Ms. O'Brien. As we continue to focus on the school board's anti-racism resolution, here are the next two principles. Principle 5. The board and the school district commit to creating real partnerships with families and communities to help students achieve their full potential and to succeed. Principle 6. The board charges the superintendent and school leadership to increase diversity in our high-achieving classes and programs.
Thanks, Faith. Now I'd like to introduce the West Bloomfield Middle School's Viking Voices Blue Choir under the direction of Mrs. April Teeney. They will sing Let Us Walk in Peace.
Let us walk in peace, loving one another, helping out our brother. This is our dream. Let us all be judged, not just by our color, but how we treat each other. This is our dream. So let us walk hand in hand to make this a better world in which to live. Help us share the dream we have and open our hearts to give. Peace on earth is our battle cry until the day we die. Let us live our dream and keep the dream alive. Let us walk in peace, loving one another, helping out our brother. This is our dream. Let us all be judged, not just by our color, but how we treat each other. This is our dream. So let us walk hand in hand and live the dream. Keep the dream alive.
We'd like to thank Mrs. Teeney and the West Bloomfield Middle School Viking Voices Blue Choir for their outstanding performance. I would like to introduce Mr. Lamar Crowder, President of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity, Inc., Iota Rho Lambda Chapter of Oakland County, who would like to say a few words.
Hello, my name is Lamar Crowder. I'm the president of the Iota Rho Lambda Chapter of Alpha Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Our fraternity's motto is, first of all, servants of all, we shall transcend all. Throughout the year, our chapter works diligently to live up to this motto. For instance, we raise money to provide scholarships to deserving students in the area. We provide meals to essential workers at St. Joseph Mercy Oakland County Hospital in Pontiac. We've also worked with Havens of Oakland County in Pontiac to prepare homes used as emergency shelters exclusively for domestic violence and sexual assault victims and their children. Each year, we kick off our acts of service by supporting the Martin Luther King Jr. event hosted by United We Walk. This is a great event, not just because Dr. King is our fraternity brother, but also for the service it provides. In my opinion, everyone has the ability to serve. Service can come in many forms. So please don't let lack of time or money deter you, because the service you provide means a lot to those in need. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Crowder. Please enjoy the following presentation of artwork prepared by our first and second grade students throughout the district, taught by Miss Mary Takata. Enjoy.
Thank you, Mrs. Takata, and to the amazing West Bloomfield first and second grade students. Our 2021 United We Walk theme is, everyone can be great because anyone can serve. You can help serve others today by supporting the Blessings in a Backpack program. Your donation to this phenomenal organization will allow it to continue the work of providing meals for disadvantaged students in efforts to eliminate hunger on weekends and to remove barriers to academic success. Please submit your donation by visiting www.blessingsinabagpackmi.org/West Bloomfield. This information is scrolling at the bottom of your screen.
Thank you, Mr. Warshay. Please welcome Abby Frittig, West Bloomfield High School student, who will perform a musical selection.
Wonderful performance, Abby. As we continue to focus on the school board's anti-racism resolution, here are the next two principles. Number 7, the board directs the district to recognize and honor Indigenous peoples' contributions and the impact that history has on their heritage within our curriculum. Number 8, the board charges the superintendent to implement bias awareness and anti-racist training district-wide and create learning spaces that encourage open discussions around race and racism.
Thanks, Kamala. Our 2021 United We Walk theme is Everyone Can Be Great because Anyone Can Serve. You can help serve others today by supporting the Blessings in a Backpack organization. Your donation to this purposeful organization will allow it to continue the work of providing meals for disadvantaged students in an effort to eliminate hunger on weekends and to remove barriers to academic success. Thank you. Please submit your donation by visiting the Blessings in a Backpack Michigan.org West Bloomfield website. The information is scrolling on the bottom of the screen. Thank you.
I would like to introduce Ms. Renee Flower, President of the Rotary Club of West Bloomfield. Following Ms. Flower will be Anjali Natarajan of the West Bloomfield Interact Club, who would like to say a few words.
For many years, the Rotary Club of West Bloomfield has been a supporter of United We Walk. We congratulate them on their 27th year of commemorating the work of Dr. Martin Luther King. As a global network that strives to build a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change, Rotary values diversity and celebrates the contributions of people of all backgrounds, regardless of their age, ethnicity, race, color, abilities, religion, socioeconomic status, culture, sex, sexual orientation, or gender identity. A top priority for Rotary is growing and diversifying our membership to make sure that we reflect the communities we serve. We're creating an organization that is more open and inclusive, fair to all, builds goodwill, and benefits our communities. We want people with differing perspectives and ideas who will help Rotary take action to create lasting change in communities around the world. Through Rotary, you'll find unique opportunities to get involved. We welcome you to explore Rotary, and we urge and encourage you to support United We Walk and Blessings in a Backpack.
Hi, my name is Anjali Natarajan, and I'm a representative from the Interact Club of West Bloomfield. Interact Club is a branch of Rotary for the youth members in our own community. Our work revolves around service in our community along with other communities around the world. We have been supporting United We Walk for many years now and are proud to be a part of this event. Last year, our Pinkies for Polio event was a great success as we had many individuals stamp our poster with their painted pinkies after donating to our fundraiser to eradicate polio. On this day, as we commemorate and celebrate the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., it is extremely important to recognize the importance of his teachings. He always enforced the quote, "Everyone can be great because anybody can serve," which happens to be the 2021 United We Walk theme. West Bloomfield Rotary's universal motto is service above self, which falls right into line with this year's United We Walk theme. In our community's Interact Club, we work diligently to create the beloved community that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. spoke of. If he were here now, we know that he would be proud of our community. For more information about Interact Club, please visit portal.clubrunner.ca/1465. Thank you to the United We Walk Committee for giving Interact Club this opportunity. Have a great day.
Thank you, Anjali. As we continue to focus on the school board's anti-racism resolution, here are the final principles. Number 9, the board requires that all reports of discriminatory language, attitudes, behaviors, and action are responded to following our district code of conduct and policies, and we commit to educating students and staff through restorative practices on the impact of their actions and seeing to their full understanding of the harm that they have committed. Number 10, we recognize the importance that students of all ages are able to talk about bias, race, and the impacts of racism, and commit to implement anti-racist programs beginning at elementary school. Number 11, the board charges the superintendent and talent, development, and management to increase the diversity of our staff district-wide.
Thanks, Navia. I would like to introduce to you Dr. Todd Jenkins, who is a Senior Diversity, Inclusion, and Innovation Leader in Corporate America at a Fortune 400 company and as a Global Inclusion Trainer. He goes around the country speaking about diversity, equity, and inclusion. As a global leadership management and personal development firm with a focus and bringing diverse people together to increase individual and organizational productivity and performance. I would like to introduce to you now Dr. Todd Jenkins.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Bowtie Todd Jenkins, known as Dr. Bowtie, and I am so proud and humbled to be a part of this United We Walk, this annual celebration of a ordinary human who really had an extraordinary legacy, and his family is a dear friend of mine, as well as Dr. Martin Luther King is a fraternity brother of mine, and we have similar backgrounds due to him attending Morehouse College, where I also consulted and worked. But my friends today, before I start and give my reflection, I think it's very important to kind of understand a little bit about my name, Dr. Bowtie. And you may be asking, why do they call him Dr. Bowtie? Well, let me tell you this little quick story. Dr. Bowtie, the bow tie is a necktie, of course, but it's deeper than a necktie for me. And it actually came about as I travel. I love to travel locally and globally. Whether it's to the shopping mart or to another country, and during the airport, people will stop what they're doing to come up and be curious and ask me about my necktie. And when they're curious, they're asking me questions about, did I tie it myself? Or, what really gave me the motivation to wear it? Or they just say really nice things such as, it's cool and it looks great. And I had a moment, I had an epiphany that, what if we lived in a world where people will genuinely stop what they're doing to be curious about another human that they never met before. And so I have taken that bow tie moment and really made it into a bow tie philosophy. And I'm going to share with you, I even actually made an acronym. I'm going to share it with you really quickly because I really feel like this acronym can really help us connect with individuals with different backgrounds, etc. Well, here it goes. Well, when you think about the word bow tie, let's start with the first letter B. B in this philosophy stands for, in anything you do, any conversations, you need to be mentally present. So I know that this is a unique year and everyone is virtually connected and we're watching this awesome program, but in everything you do, you must be mentally present. The next letter of bow tie is the letter O. In conversations, you must be open. Have an open mind and an open heart. The next letter is W, which is willingness, willing to share your own story and own your own truth. I believe everyone who's watching today, you have a story and it's up to you to share it. But I'm not sure if anyone on this call or anyone who's watching today that we have any bow tie wearers. But one of the most common things that I see that people say as a challenge for wearing a bow tie is really getting this knot in the middle. And my friends, I have seen this as one of the most challenging parts of conversations today, which is how to tie it together, how to make that knot, how to tie the conversation together, how to lead the conversation better than you came in. And my friends, that's the bow tie philosophy and that's the bow tie conversation. And so as we celebrate Dr. King's legacy, I think it's very, very important to understand that he was just a human, just like you and I, with a vision to see and be the change in the community. And I think it's very, very remarkable as you really look through his life to understand that, and I think people may forget this, is that Dr. King did not do all of these things by himself. He actually had a strong wife, Sister King, but he also had a lot of individuals in the community that looked different than him that was also aligned to the common cause and the common good for the community. And so I want to encourage you, because one of the things that I learned from Dr. King is that he was curious. He really sought to understand differences. He also practiced compassion and grace, and he gave us hope. And I think today, my friends, is that Dr. King's legacy has allowed for us to have an open invitation to continue the torch of giving hope. And so as I encourage you, as you kind of go beyond this program, I want to challenge you. What are you doing to have the conversations in your community, conversations in the workplace, conversations with yourself, so that we can really leave our community better than we found it? And I know that we're doing the work and we have so much more to do, and we need each other. And so I hope that this message finds you in love and good spirits. And I hope that we will all continue to join this journey together to leave this world better than we found it, because we definitely need each other. And definitely it's really, really great to continue this celebration of Dr. King.
Thank you, Dr. Jenkins, for your encouraging words. We really do appreciate all of your support. Wow, what an incredible event. Thank you to all of the program participants for your help, support, and hard work. We've enjoyed every moment of this amazing program. Thank you to our awesome committee who has worked for months to bring this program together. I am humbled, grateful, and honored to work with such an awesome team. Thank you, program participants, community members, and viewers. I would like to make a special presentation to Dr. Hill before we conclude our United We Walk 2021 virtual program. I would like to present Dr. Hill at this time with a certificate of special senatorial recognition that was awarded to the United We Walk Committee for its 25th anniversary by U.S. Senator Gary Peters, as well as the Signature Community Recognition Award for the United We Walk Committee's 25th anniversary. Dr. Hill, United We Walk would like to present these two awards to you and the West Bloomfield School District in gratitude for your dedication to the United We Walk effort. A very special thank you to Dan Durkin for all of his hard work in making this program possible. His hard work and dedication to our committee are priceless. Mr. Durkin, we truly appreciate all that you do to help share our message with the entire community. We want to also say a very special thank you to the Greater West Bloomfield Cable Communications Commission and Civic Center TV for their generous support. This amazing team helped our committee's vision come true. We could not have done this without all of your help and support. Watch the rebroadcast on Civic Center TV, WBTV, and on the on-demand page on civiccentertv.com. Thank you to all donors who gave today to our community service project, Blessing in a Backpack. If you did not get an opportunity to give today, you can still donate after this virtual program on our United We Walk website at unitedwewalk.org. There is a link in the blue box on our United We Walk website's homepage that you can click to go directly to donate to Blessings in a Backpack. Thank you. Join us for a virtual walk to commemorate our annual walk down Orchard Lake Road. Don't forget to use the hashtag UWW2021. Thank you for joining us today for our 27th annual United We Walk event. And remember, let's keep Dr. King's dream alive.